everyone, and welcome to the 13th speech in the Ron Paul Curriculum Public Speaking class. Today I'm supposed to be giving a humorous speech on a story that I made up, so I decided to give it on my hilarious dog Thor. Thor definitely has his funny quirks, which make him that much more funny, and he's very big, which also makes it funny, even though he thinks he's a lapdog. He's a Malamute Pyrenees mix and weighs 130 pounds. You better lay off those potato chips. Just kidding. Quite the opposite. But hands down, his favorite thing to do is go for walks, and specifically very slow and short walks. In the morning when I'm doing school, I'll be sitting on a chair when he comes up to me with his wet nose and he boops me, telling me to get up. And if I don't, then he barks at me, telling me who's who. And as an added bonus, he bounds up and down, waiting for the darn slowpoke human to finally put his leash on. And on the walks, he loves to mark his territory in the bushes, kicking the dirt back, marking the territory to show the other dogs that he's boss. And when he sees a bunny or a lizard or even a coyote, he tries to chase them. But only once in his life has he ever caught an animal. It was a lizard, but all the other times, he's just tired himself out with his tongue hanging half down to the ground. Thankfully, the coyotes haven't attacked him before. He's just chased him away. And see, the only thing about Thor on walks is if you take him for too fast of a walk or too long, then he decides he doesn't want to go anymore, and he just lays on his bed in the sun, enjoying his dog retirement. And another thing Thor loves is pets. He loves his ears, his hind legs, and his hips scratched. When you scratch behind his ears, his leg turns into a broken record, tapping the floor, and he stretches his lip out way to the side, showing his teeth. I call it the derpy lip. Or when you pet his hind legs, he stretches his legs all the way out, going stiff leg, and then he beeps his rear end over to your hands. He says, "Come on, pet me right on the rear end." But if you stop petting him, then he puts his paw on you to tell you that he doesn't want you to stop petting. And sometimes he barks at you once again, or boops you with his very wet nose. And see, it's always great petting Thor because he has a nice, soft, furry coat until he decides to recreate the Chernobyl explosion. You know, let it rip. And he has a funny personality when he plays too. He likes to play tug of war and wrestle with your hands or shoes. But see, when my dad plays with him, then he lays down and starts barking because he's old and he can't move as well as he used to when he was young. Now, "Oh, this is too hard," he says. But by far the most tiring thing he does is play with my sister's dog, Ajax. When she brings Ajax over, Thor barks up a storm the whole time, chases Ajax around the yard and the house, up and down, booping him with his nose. And then he doesn't even say hi to my sister when he comes over. He just goes straight over to Ajax and barks. Not very polite of him, but he does have a more polite side of himself. If you go to shake his paw, he kindly accepts with his ears tucked back, licking his lips. Very distinguished. And before I said Thor loves walks, but I think that food is probably the cherry on top of all. But not his plain dog food. He despises those darn pebbles of dirt. He loves cat food and human food, anything but his own. Except he does love chicken broth on top of his food. But see, the problem is sometimes he tries to use trickery on me to get food scraps from steak and chicken with his good boy posture and puppy eyes. It's irresistible. And when you give him food that he loves, he goes outside, he runs, barks, does a spin, jumps up and down, waiting until you pour out his food finally. All of Thor's eccentric but funny mannerisms are what make me love him so much. He's a great dog. In fact, he's a 100% purebred good boy. Thank you.